What's up, beautiful people, to another episode of Pursuit of Destiny podcast. It's me, Rickey Jones Jr., back again for another wonderful podcast episode. And this one is talking to the business owner on the inside of you as it pertains to taking control of your life, okay? Now, we have to do so, right? Now, I say we have to do so because there is something within you, and I say something which we'll get to what that something could be. However, there is a strong desire on the inside of you, something that you've been looking to do, wanting to do, thinking that you should do, however, have yet to step out and have done it yet because you maybe feel like you're not in control. Well, this podcast episode is definitely for you to remind you that you are in control, okay? Don't let any outside forces or any outside things around you circumvent, confuse you, or derail you out of doing what you know is on the inside of you to do. This world needs it. You need it. You already know it's something that you've been looking at doing, something that you've been researching doing, looking up different ways of doing it, seeing who has already done it, connected with them, looked on their Instagram, started following them on YouTube, been listening to their podcast, right? You've been doing all the necessary things to equip you to do these things. However, you are in control. You can only do what you can do. Doing what you have done has only prepared you and allowed you to see what others have done. Now it's time for you to do what you need to do. Take control. You are in control of your life, okay? You know that passion, you know that strong desire that you've been thinking about, wanting to do, dreaming about, fantasizing, and so forth and so on. However, now it's time to take control. Why and how? Well, be reminded that you're not in this life alone, right? You have a creator. You have something bigger than you. You have someone bigger than you that will help and guide you. Who I believe is doing that is God. Jesus, to be more specific, I believe Jesus helps me, equips me, and empowers me to do the different things that I'm doing through this podcast, through our gardening business, through our consulting business, and things like that. And I believe that with that being said, right, that same force is also helping you, also allowing you, empowering you, giving you those desires, giving you those urges, allowing you and giving you those desires to want more, giving you desires to see more, giving you the awakening that there is more out. Now it's time for you to take control. I've been saying it so many times, and I'm going to keep saying it. Why? Because you need to take control. You can take control, okay? And you can't have a victim mentality, a victim mindset when you're out there looking to actually take control, to take that leap, to pursue the purpose that's on the inside of you, pursue the passion that is even once been hidden, right? Or two, is something that you're doing. However, you haven't taken the next step, which you already know is the next step, right? I don't even have to get into what are the next steps unless we need to do a video talking about the next steps to do, right? However, you already know. We just need for you to what? Take control, okay? We need you to what? Take control, exactly. Take control. Get off the couch. Take control. Put the controller down. Take the control. Start writing in your journal. Take control. Start speaking it out loud. Take control. Start messaging your spouse. Start messaging your family. Start messaging your friend. Letting them know that you're going to take control. Why do that? So that you can have accountability, okay? And that will allow for you to not have a victim mindset or a victim mentality because you are taking control. You are saying this is something that you're going to do. And when you do such things as that and start letting other people know, the only reason why it won't happen because you didn't make it happen, okay? And so they will hold you accountable. They will remind you of what you said you were gonna do so that you can continue to do what you're gonna do and say and do what you say that you're going to do. Hello. You know what I'm saying? But even beyond that, right? You have a power. You have a force. And what you have right now is passion. What you have right now is desire. What you have right now is untapped purpose within you that once you launch out in your business, once you launch out and take that next step, when you take that leap of faith, you'll awaken something that was already been there, right? Which is destiny. You already know. The title of the podcast is The Pursuit of Destiny. So you already know those words was going to come out. But what we believe destiny is a cheat code to life, because destiny looks like what you see those other people doing, which inevitably is like having opportunities, open doors, All those different things that you've been thinking about, like, man, how did they get that? Man, how did they get to do that? Well, they're operating in their purpose, which allows for them to have destiny moments that you're taking pictures of, that they're doing videos of, that you're seeing, that you're liking, that you're like, wow, how did that happen? That's going to happen for you. Okay? I'm saying it right now. It's going to happen for you. That's the whole purpose of this podcast. This podcast is going to start opening up this year, allowing for us to come into contact with various people who have pursued their passion, who were once on the other side of where you are, which is not mundane. I don't know how that word hits you, but kind of like chilled, relaxed, and reserved, right? Knowing that there's more, knowing that they have something within them that the world needs. However, they have yet to step out on it. Everybody has those stories, right? However, there's a moment that clicks within us all, and I'm gonna say us all. I'm gonna lump myself in there because I know where we're gonna go in this podcast, and I know the journey that we're gonna take. However, it is something that happens for us all, but when we click on the passion button and then allow for our footsteps, our actions, our thoughts, our words to line up with our passions, and then we come into contact with our purpose, it's like, oh snap, this is where I should have been this whole time. This is what life is like on the other side of taking opportunities, taking chances, and pursuing our purpose. This is awesome. And then we start meeting people, and then we start getting opportunities, then doors start opening, then people start calling, then people start asking for our products and services, and we're like, man, this is what operating and experiencing destiny moments feels like. Something that you can't knock, something that you can't shake, but it's something that you will realize and something that you will get to be a part of, okay? So even as we go about this year, like I said, we're going to do interviews with people who have taken that leap, who have pursued their passions, who are operating in their purpose and therefore living out their destiny, which we call it the G code to life, and it'll be inspiration, right? And so by the end of this year, what my desire is for you to launch out in that business, in that passion that you've been silently, that's the better word, silently holding within and not really saying because you don't want to be accountable to actually doing anything with it, right? We've all been there. But nonetheless, this year we are going to step out on it. We are going to strive for more. We're going to do more, and we're going to see more. Okay, great people. So with that being said, I'm excited, right? Take control of your life. I'm talking to that CEO, right? That COO, Chief Operating Officer. If you were to sell your business one day, but still have majority shares and are able to make decisions, hello, you can still do that. But nonetheless, I'm talking to that future millionaire on the inside of you right now, calling him or her out by saying, taking control of your life. Okay. With that being said, man, I love you all. I appreciate you all. And remember, you all can follow, subscribe, share this, whatever it is that you are viewing and listening from. Go ahead and tap in with this here podcast and then share it with a friend, a family, or a loved one to do the same. Share it with somebody that you know that needs to take control because they have a business on the inside. They've been talking about starting a business. They've been talking about wanting to do a business. They've been talking about other people's business as well. What about yours? Okay, I said I was done, so I'm gonna go ahead and be done because I could go. We could have a good time. But hey, until next time, I love you all. I appreciate you all. Peace. Take control of your life right now. Okay. And don't just live life. Pursue destiny daily. Ha!